Hola.
Oli.
Bueno, Cora, ¿qué tal?
Vamos a decir que bien. Aparte de que ha llovido bastante y eso hace que haga frío otra vez. Pero bienvenido sea el frío. Aquí nos gusta el frío, lo siento mucho.
Aquí estamos en un canal de Team Frío, por supuesto.
Totalmente, o sea, team frío.
Team Frío.
Es que prefiero ponerme mantitas, pijamas calentitos adorables y chaquetitas súper adorables y tomarme un chocolatito caliente a estar asándome el calor y la ropa ya no saber qué quitarme.
La piel. Quítate la piel.
Sí, porque llega un punto. Entonces, yo soy más team frío, o sea, completamente. Además es que el ambiente frío a mí me gusta más porque el hecho de, por ejemplo, cuando llueve, ver la lluvia a mí me relaja, me encanta el olor a tierra mojada. El poder leer, en plan,
El olor a humedad es
a mí me
maravilloso.
lleva a leer. El olor a humedad es maravilloso. El poder encender la chimenea. El poder salir y que tú te sientes calentito, pero al mismo tiempo hace fresquito y dices que se está súper bien. Yo lo siento, eso no lo cambio por nada. A mí me encanta porque hay gente que dice, no, pero es que no eres tan frío porque te gusta estar calentito y el calor. Y es en plan de, a ver, soy team frío precisamente por eso, porque me gusta saber que hay frío fuera y que yo estoy a gustito, estoy arropadita, estoy así acogedora, calentita. No es que me esté asando de calor y que esté sufriendo porque estoy sudando, no. Pero en fin,
A
team
ver,
frío.
una caja
Ay.
más grande. Vale.
Mm. Pero
Oh,
bueno, nos toca continuar con Honkai.
sí, nos toca continuar con Honka.
¿Qué tal lo llevas?
Bien, ya estoy llegando al punto con el que tenemos que continuar.
Fantástico. Pues vamos a ver.
Hala, vamos a darle.
This is where we ran into the Borison last time. It looks the same as usual. Because I blocked all the relevant news to make it seem as if nothing had happened.
¿Ya quién espantó a los Borisen? Los Borisen no darán nada.
Losing contact with their accomplices preparing the star skiff will surely put them on guard. However, the more well-prepared a plan is, the longer it takes to adjust when it's disrupted. If any Borson wants to stick to the original plan despite the risks, they'll surely come back to Stargazer Navalia to check the situation.
Are you suggesting that there are Borison here at Stargazer Navalia right now?
This is an automated area. So don't you think that there are a bit too many people here today? First, look at those two Skyfaring Commission staff members. They've been observing us in secret since we arrived here.
Que nos vamos a liar a hostias con
Then
ellos,
there's a
dice.
Cloud Knight soldier over there. Perhaps he's here for patrol, but each patrol team must consist of 2 members. And obviously, he is not following the rules. Lastly, there's that craftsman wearing Artisanship Commission clothing. He's unusually focused on checking that device. If you have a target in mind, let's go investigate.
Podemos investigarlos a todos. A ver, estos me pillan más cerca.
Who are you? Don't you know that Stargazer Navalia is on lockdown now?
Hey, chill out. They're just a few lost tourists.
El puerto Minestrella está cerrado por seguridad.
But Stargazer Navalia is the shipbuilding port of the Cienjo-Lafu. If the Skyfaring Commission called for a lockdown, there should be official documents proving it, right?
Official documents? Of course there are. The Cloud Knights are aware that some people have infiltrated this port.
That makes perfect sense. So you're now investigating the Borison?
Yeah, we've received orders from the higher-ups, so we've blocked off this area to prevent any interference with our inspection. Thank you for your understanding.
Todo sospechoso, ¿eh?
Hey, you there! Please refrain from wandering around Stargazer Navalia if you're not... Oh, it's you, Lieutenant Yenqing.
Uy, este lo he reconocido, así que... El puerto, mira, este ya está cerrado por seguridad.
No, not at all. Actually, I'm here to address a peculiar issue.
A peculiar issue.
Yeah, we've had some unscheduled star skiffs being constructed at this dock in Stargazer Navalia. Could there have been an error in the production planning for the assembly line? This is just weird. I thought all the pending star skiffs from before the war dance had been scheduled already. I'm sorry, but I need to focus on my work right now. If you have any questions, we can discuss them later.
Este no va a ser un Boresim porque ha reconocido a Yankee. Básicamente.
Lieutenant Yenqing.
Y este igual.
And, General Feixiao?
You're aware of the Borison prison break, right?
Yeah, I've received the news, and I'll be on the alert.
Looks like you've been keeping an eye on the Sky Splitter. Have you noticed anything unusual?
No, everything is normal on the ship. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Cuestionar su ubicación.
This is not a location for a Cloud Knight on guard duty, is it?
Well, this spot offers a great view. Are you here to keep an eye on the Sky Splitter?
Yes.
You've been observing the Sky Splitter for a while. Have you noticed anything?
Honestly, just watching the ship from here isn't too thrilling. I wish I could go on board and witness Lieutenant Yenqing's contests. Speaking of which, Lieutenant Yenqing, aren't you supposed to be on the Sky Splitter? Is it alright for you to be here instead?
Nah.
Thank you for your concern, but I have more pressing matters to attend to.
Bueno, pues ya sabemos quiénes son los Boresim de aquí.
So, it seems that some Borison have returned to Stargazer Navalia in disguise.
La respuesta parece muy obvia, sí.
The answer seems quite obvious.
Deben ser los empleados de la Comisión de Transporte Terrestre.
That's my suspicion as well.
Remember when I mentioned that the Cloud Knights blocked all relevant news to make it seem as if nothing happened? Stargazer Navalia is not under lockdown.
Claro.
But on the contrary, those staff members use Stargazer Navalia is on lockdown as an excuse to persuade us to leave. This contradicts the Cloud Knights' plans.
Claro.
Their flimsy disguise has been exposed. Even if they try to hide, there's no way they can escape us.
Bueno, a hostiarnos contra ellos.
Como siempre.
Por supuesto.
Why are you still here? As I said, Stargazer Navalia is on lockdown now.
No, I never issued such an order.
Who are you?
Perhaps you haven't met me on the battlefield, but I am certain you've heard my name. Now I'm asking you a question, so answer me. Tell me. How many more of your comrades are here? Where were you planning to meet Hule?
This woman, she's the general of the Jiaoqiu. What are you still waiting for? Attack her!
Me encanta el hecho de a que estás esperando atacarla, ¿sabes? Como si él no fuese a hacerlo. Él mismo. Que le ataque el otro. Me ha hecho mucha gracia. Ay, me están pegando. Son muy rápidos los Boris, ¿eh?
Don't worry, it's just
Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
Ill tidings manifest.
I'll see you off.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Ahora, combate.
Run! Tell Lord Moktok about this.
Ya van a informar a Moktok. Le va a dejar ir.
Why don't you kill me?
Because I need answers.
So you should know us descendants of Duran. You want me to talk? Fine. Try whatever you want. But I assure you, you won't get anything from me. Only fangs and blood.
If I were to do that, I wouldn't be any different from you. I am the arrow that pierces the wolf's heart. I grant you a swift death.
That's exactly what I desire. Wolves that leave the pack are prepared for the fate of never returning home. But sadly, you didn't catch my partner. He will alert them.
Before you close your eyes, you should know that I allowed him to escape. Because he will lead the Cloud Knights to Hule's hideout.
Is this how you leave one side open? You let that Borison escape so you could track him?
This is the most common hunting tactic used by Borison. I know the methods of these abominations all too well. They always leave an escape route for their prey, allowing them to flee in fear. Then they chase them like it's a game. Borison get great satisfaction from the last struggles of their victims.
Están combatiendo
Have
fuego con
you
fuego. Pero bien.
witnessed these things firsthand? That guy called you a war slave. What exactly have you experienced?
Well, just a hazy past that I can barely recollect. Long ago, I was one of them.
Pero es una rapacina, ¿verdad?
Not all Foxians are lucky enough to be born on a Xianzhou ship. I grew up in one of the worlds where Borison roam, known as the Fallen Territories by the people of the Jiaoqiu. To the Wolf Masters, Foxians are nothing but property. Cannon fodder used to slow down the Xianzhou attacks on the battlefield.
But you survived. And not only that, you became the general of the Yaoqing. If I get the chance, I'd love to hear stories of your past, General.
Speaking of stories, you've reminded me that now is not the time for them. Wadza, we've sent the warning from Stargazer Navalia. What's the situation on your end?
I've found them. Jiaoqiu is trying to stall Hule, and he signaled me to not reveal myself.
Trust his judgment and keep watching. We'll be right there.
I believe the warning we sent will stop Hule from attacking Stargazer Navalia. What will he do next?
The hunt is not over yet. Stay safe, Jiaoqiu.
Se preocupa por su amigo. A ver, ¿quiénes seremos ahora? ¿Cambiaremos de perspectiva o seguiremos siendo nosotros? Cambiaremos de perspectiva. 2 horas antes de que la ceremonia.
Save me.
I want to live. Doctor!
Jiaoqiu, find a medical ingenium and give that kid a shot! Hurry!
I see. How is the front line?
The Borison beast ships have already landed on the Fenghu. It won't be long before this place is overrun as well.
What about General Yueyu? Any news from her? I'm her healer. I should stay by her side at a time like this.
She asked me to tell you that she's not coming back. She must protect the Cloud Pier telescope. General asks you to to save that kid. The girl fought desperately just to bring us all back here alive. I've never seen such a brutal fighting style. Her body, it's like she was split open. Just like...
Oh, her blood pressure is dropping. Do you hear me, Jiaoqiu?
Loud and clear. Get me some tumble dust. We've got to start the operation right now. I will bring her back.
¿Cómo se conocieron? Parece ser.
Is that why you're so determined to learn my secrets? Do you hear me, Jiaoqiu?
I do. Loud and clear.
So she saved you all in that great battle on the Xiangzhou Fenghu 3 decades ago. But to your surprise, you discovered her Borson bloodline while she was at death's door.
O sea, me estás diciendo que un Boresin y un Raposiana tuviesen
to escape from the Eclipse Pack. Oh, what a twist of fate. Turns out, she's from the same clan as I am.
Now I understand.
Pues eso
Wonder
parece, sí.
she displayed such astounding power, determination, and cruelty in battle.
Me sorprende, ¿no? Con lo que desprecian a los raposianos.
It's all because
Que
of
haya
her
hecho ñiqui ñiqui
Morrison
con uno.
bloodline. Mutt.
Pero bueno,
Despicable mutt.
yo qué sé.
And she used the gift of her bloodline to destroy the Borison. Moon Rage, a blessing for wolves, and a curse for foxes. For Borison, to have their bodies torn apart by Moon Rage and transform into a beast, is the ultimate joy. But for you Foxians with poor regenerative abilities, it means certain death. With the burning fury in her heart, that Foxian general will eventually lose her sanity and indulge in endless bloodshed. The scars on her body will not be caused by enemy weapons, but by the immense power she can't withstand. One day, she will be torn apart and die as a monster. And in return for saving her life, you intend to give everything to solve this impossible puzzle.
Hule. Do you know the saddest thing about being a healer? All this time, I've devoted my life to bringing back those who sacrificed their lives to monsters like you. I exhausted myself, and my hands trembled. But I believed everything I did was meaningful. But once again, they rushed into battle. And then I heard of their deaths. They died under your claws, in your jaws, amidst the flames of crashing star skiffs, and under the Lux arrow of Rainbow. Like a useless idiot, I saved a fish named Life out of the cauldron called Death, only to watch it struggle,
sobre la gente para que
dive
vaya la
back
muerte.
into the boiling broth. So I asked myself, why were they so eager to run toward their death after they had recovered from their wounds? Why wouldn't they value their hard-won life? All the doubts left me feeling lost.
I can smell your desperation. All the way down to your bone marrow.
Eventually, I realized that their deaths held value. They placed the weight of their sacrifice on the living, granting us strength. With a coin forged by their deaths, they exchanged something more in return. Everything I'm doing now, following you so closely, is just for one reason. Witnessing your death with my own 2 eyes. Even your death has value. It will pave the way for a peaceful war dance and a fully cured Feixiao.
The thoughts in your pathetic head are hardly surprising.
Did you already know this?
Yes, I did. As Borisin, we understand the value of death more than anyone. And as a healer who has witnessed so much death, you won't be swayed by fear. Oh, what a shame, what a shame. Your story actually
Al
sparked a
principio me
trace of
costaba mucho
respect
luchar
for
contra
you
los
in
lobos
my
estos.
heart.
Luego le he cogido el tranquillo.
Can you even feel respect with your corrupted heart?
Of course, because I caught a whiff of my own kind in you. Unfortunately, in the end, you're still just a weak fox. As the wolf's creed goes, gift the wolf a dead end where new paths arise. Raise him to a doomed fate where satiation lies. The cowards in forgotten corners meet their unworthy demise. Yet the valorous in brutal battles embrace their eternal prize. That's why I'm keeping you alive for now. I want to show you how Borisin truly respect their enemies. We will consume your flesh and blood, nourishing our own. We will crush your hopes and dreams, clearing a path for our hunt. Your feeble souls will witness a new future. A future that belongs to me.
My lord, we received a message. Our arrangement at Stargazer Navalia has been discovered. We must act quickly.
That doesn't surprise me at all. Moktok, what's that noise?
It's the Sky Splitter. The ship that the Wardens will be held on is about to set off. The Skyfaring Commission will clear the air routes. And if our star skiffs try to escape, we'll be spotted.
Calm down, Moktok. Look at you now, hiding and fearful. Where is your Borisin dignity?
As I said, I'd sacrifice my dignity for your return. As long as you can come back to the Borisin Pax, there's still hope.
Hope? The Borisin have forgotten the wolf's creed. Weak creatures put their hope in the strong, but the strong fight their way out. Bringing me back instead of choosing a new master only proves the decline of our pack. And as for the prophet who manipulated you into saving me, she's just a liar, trying to use Duran's offspring. Moktok, let me tell you how the Borisin will rise to power. We won't hide like rats in the streets of the Xiangzhou. We will be ravenous wolves, walking amongst a herd of lambs, with our fangs bared.
But, Great Warhead, our packs are not here. We can't go to war like this.
Our packs are not here. Wherever I go, everyone is the pack.
Stay away. Just don't come any closer. No!
¿Se puede transformar? Se lo está comiendo. No, se está transformando. Oh, oh.
Moktok, we're the apex predators at the top of the hierarchy. As wolves, we create fear. We don't become servants to it. If you're blind to the path, I will be the crimson moon that lights the way for you. Share my crimson blood with our brethren. Use it to infect those Foxians and strike fear into their hearts. Now, you devious monkey, come out and face me.
Jiaoqiu. Moza. Run.
No, he can't run, and neither can you. You've come at the right time, monkey of the Jiaoqiu. Tell your general. Tell her that I will unleash a massacre here, drowning the Xianzhou La Fu in blood. From this moment on, wolves bearing my blood will hunt on every street, feasting on the followers of that devilish archer. Follow me, my cubs. We shall stride among the prey. Give the wolf a dead end when new paths arise. Raise him to a doomed fate where satiation lies. The cowards in forgotten corners meet their unworthy demise. Yet the valorous in brutal
Es muy largo para ser un grito de
embrace
guerra.
their eternal prize.
Muy bien por ellos. Podemos continuar.
Do you hear that? The rumble of the cannons. It brings back all the memories of past battles within me. My return will bring back the Wolf's Creed. In my own way, I shall save our weakened pack and restore it to its former glory.
Hasta que venga el protagonista y le dé con el bate. ¿A que sí, Cora? Que intentará sembrar el caos y hacer todo lo que quiera hasta que venga el protagonista y le dé con el bate.
Sí, posiblemente. O vengan los cubos de basura, porque aquí ya todo va de un lado. O sea, va junto ya.
Todo puede ser, ¿no?
The Sky Splitter's gun salute is really loud. So this is what the war dance is actually like? I feel like my eardrums are going to burst.
Well, how could they expect to attract people to come and watch if they didn't make a huge spectacle? March, you haven't forgotten what you came to do, have you?
¿Para qué vine? Vine a garantizar la seguridad de la ceremonia con habilidades extras de combate.
That was the mission my grandfather entrusted to me. You just relax and keep guard over the ring. As the saying goes, the disciple takes the toil of their master. Remember, you are here under the identity of a Luofu swordmaster, taking the place of your no-good master Yanqing as the ringmaster.
But what am I supposed to do if my opponent for this round is super talented and just wipes the floor with me in seconds? I'm still a beginner in swordplay. I don't know where I got the confidence when I agreed to help General Huayan.
Pobre Marzo, de verdad, siempre metiendo
There's
la
no
lío.
need to worry about that. If you are defeated, then your opponent shall have to answer to me. Although, if that happens, the honor and the glory of the Xianzhou Luofu shall all be taken by the Juming.
Master Yun Li, please, I'm about to compete. Can you say something that will give me a little confidence?
March, think about the great storms that you, nameless of the Express, have weathered along your many journeys. There's no doubt that you have faced far more terrifying enemies than your opponents here today, right? Don't you feel a lot more relaxed looking at it that way?
Vamos entonces.
I've trained hard in the art of swordplay over these few days. It's time for me to get in the ring and prove myself. Let's go! Master Yun Li, I don't think I'm completely ready.
Ay.
March, there is no such thing as completely ready.
Pues nada, vamos a enfrentarnos a lo que sea.
Miss Yun Li, Miss March, this way, please.
Venga.
I was informed of your arrival by Madame Yukong and came to greet you personally. The news that you will be the ringmaster in place of Lieutenant Yan Qing has been made public, Miss March. Just now, as I passed the contestants' hall, I overheard them all discussing this news. The most common question I heard was, who is March 7th? If they ask you this, how will you introduce yourself? Do you have something prepared?
Con belleza del expreso astral. Los perdedores no tienen derecho a preguntar cómo me llamo. Me encantan las respuestas de este juego. 7 de marzo, la Steve.
I am a disciple of Lieutenant Yan Qing. That means that I'm also technically a grand disciple of General Jing Yuan. When you put it like that, I'm actually a pretty big deal.
Ugh, you completely left my name out. How rude.
I see you are both quite relaxed. Impressive, given the imminent danger you face.
Ese comentario no ayuda.
Miss Yun Li's contestant information was registered for the war dance a long time ago. However, as a last-minute entry, the Skyfaring Commission has taken care of the necessary procedures for you, Miss March 7th. Please, follow this path. The contestant hall is just up ahead.
Venga, Cora, vamos a la sala de los
Thank you, Miss
participantes.
Shikwe.
Bien.
A ver qué sucede ahora.
Let's take a look around the contestant hall.
A ver con
Todo
qué nos
mal,
tenemos
que
que
todo va a acabar
hostiar.
mal.
Bueno, pues como siempre, ¿no?
So, this is the contestant hall.
¿Cuántos participantes?
There are so many people.
March, before the war dance begins, allow me to give you one more lesson. My grandfather always told me that a weapon mimics its master. That means that a person's weapon will reflect their habits and personality. You've seen me wield old metal before, haven't you? Tell me, what did you observe from that?
Que la maestra Yuli es muy poderosa, que la maestra Yuli tiene una personalidad enérgica, que la maestra Yuli tiene mal gusto. Es muy poderosa.
Master Yun Li's old metal is taller than a person. Being able to wield a weapon like that must mean that you have ridiculous strength, right?
Observing the weapon that your opponent uses, assessing what kind of battle skills they excel at, and where their weaknesses lie, is the key to victory in battle. A shockingly heavy sword like mine, for example, is obviously not suited for a long, drawn-out battle. So, it would be best to find a way to drag the battle out.
Why would you tell me your weakness?
That's the only way to ensure that we have a fair fight, don't you think? I don't want to see you go and lose to someone else after all. Now is a perfect opportunity to learn how to evaluate your opponents. Let's use the people here in the contestants hall to practice. If you know yourself and know your enemy, you will not lose in 100 battles.
Know myself and know the enemy. Let's see. Who should I ask first?
A ver, ¿a quién vamos a evaluar primero? El que esté más cerca, siempre es el que esté más cerca. A ver, este grupo de aquí. Reportera.
Ugh. I am not used to wearing clothes like this at all. Oh! You're March 7th. The stand-in for Lieutenant Yunqing, correct?
That's right. And you are?
As you can see, I am the journalist entrusted with interviewing contestants on site.
I see the Skyfaring Commission has really gone all out as the host. Interesting.
That's right. A big event like this just can't go ahead without a few of us running around. Since the competition is getting started, could I ask you some questions that are on my mind?
Por supuesto.
Great!
A ver, ¿qué preguntas te
First, the question that is on everyone's minds. Lieutenant Yunqing is not appearing in today's war dance. This is just gossip from unreliable sources, but I hear that Lieutenant Yunqing is seriously injured. Is this true?
Tú misma dijiste que eso es un rumor.
My apologies. This was very unprofessional of me. I see that Lieutenant Yunqing has his own affairs to tend to.
La cara de Marzo de...
Let us look forward to seeing a valiant performance from you, Miss March. Once the war dance begins, you will be challenged by master swordsmen from many different worlds, Miss March 7th. Are there any that you're looking forward to facing in particular?
Así es.
May I ask who that might be?
Susan Shiro. La maestra Yuri.
The talented swordswoman from the Xianzhou Ming, Miss Yun Li. I look forward to a spectacular battle between you two. Thank you very much for accepting my interview. Much appreciated.
Perfecto. A ver, ahora este.
I came here because I wanted to meet the great Lieutenant Yunqing I've heard so much about, and finally cross blades with him myself.
Hay el reportaje
Who
en
would have imagined
Pueden.
that he would take a disciple and have her be the ringmaster in his place? This is no more than running away from a fight, and is a great dishonor to the Yaoqing. This last-minute replacement, March 7th. Who exactly is she?
Observar atentamente su arma. La pieza de Jiaoqiu, además de la espada larga que carga en su espalda, también tiene una ballesta electromagnética de mano. Vale.
If I'd known I could use multiple weapons at once, I'd have brought my bow.
Hello, miss. Are you here to take part in the Ringmaster's Challenge too?
That's right. I'm the March 7th that everyone's been talking about.
What? You're March 7th?
Don't worry. I'm a newbie swordmaster who's only been practicing the art of swordplay for half a month.
March 7th. Standing before you is a seasoned Cloud Knight who has practiced swordsmanship for over 200 years.
La van a subestimar y va a ganar por ello.
Underestimating me is a valid
Seguramente.
tactic too, right?
7 de marzo diciendo, hacer que me subestimen también es una táctica. No. Fantabuloso.
Was there something you wanted to ask me?
Observar atentamente su arma.
Ah, yes. Yeah, this is just a regular Cloud Knight Devastator glaive. Oh, I understand what's going on, Miss March 7th and Miss Yun Li. I'm actually not a contestant. I'm just here as a security guard.
¿Notaste algo fuera de lo común?
Nothing out of the ordinary. I guess you could say it's all fair winds and calm wolves.
Qué chiste más malo, señor. La sonrisa incómoda.
Did you get it? Wolves sounds like waves. It's a funny pun.
He's actually explaining his joke.
Está explicando su chiste.
Making things awkward really is my weakness.
There are still
Pobrecito.
many guests arriving here. Please be cautious.
Understood.
The first round of the war dance is about to begin. Are you feeling okay, March?
A ver.
Me? I'm fine. As soon as I saw all these people gathered here, I suddenly felt weirdly relaxed.
Todos los concursantes se ven bastante
Looking
fuertes.
at these contestants, I suddenly feel a lot calmer for some reason. I understand why you wanted me to know myself and know my enemy. I don't feel as nervous as I did before.
So, do you want to go out and see the ring?
Venga, quiero ver cómo es la arena.
Knew it! Let's go.
A ver, vamos a ver la arena. Sí, para mí.
A mí me ha gustado.
¿La arena?
Ujú.
Claro, porque vas adelantado a mí.
Un poquito, pero poco más, En plan, estoy ahí.
A ver, continúo investigando. Uy, puedo seguir con... Voy a investigar qué más... Qué tan fuertes son mis los otros participantes. Quiero salir. Porque yo entreteniéndome, ¿qué es eso? Puedo seguir hablando con gente aquí. Uno más. Investigar. Como pasa tanto tiempo con Shiro, quizá por ese 7 de marzo ahora tiene tantas ganas de interrogar al banco. ¿Por qué estás interrogando al banco? Pero el 7 de marzo no es Shiro y no está tan mal de la cabeza. Ah, gracias. Si hay algo que quiera preguntar, date prisa, volverá a la lógica del 7 de marzo. ¿Apareció algún competidor alguien? Hola, Ukaher. ¿Qué tal? El banco permanece en silencio, tras ser testigo de la presencia de muchas figuras formidables, incluida la antes renombrada maestra de espadas del Guofu. El banco mira a la espalda de 7 de marzo, quien deja caer tras de sí una gota de sudor.
That's enough knowing the enemy for now. Come on, I want to see what the ring looks like.
Es que es tan maravilloso. Nunca sabes con qué te va a salir el juego, de verdad.
Yo.
¡Ay! ¡Un diting! Pues nosotros también estamos aquí, jugando Honkai. Continuando con la historia principal. Intentar traducir lo que dice el diting. ¿Qué cosita más mona, por favor? Me hace tanta gracia que 7 de marzo pueda traducir a los...
Looks like she's done with her questions. That's enough knowing the enemy for now. Come on, I want to see what the ring looks like.
Ay, por Dios, qué cositas... Me encantan los ditings, son tan adorables. ¿A que sí, Cora? ¿A que son muy adorables?
Son adorables.
Correctos.
Sí.
Hala, ahora sí vamos a ver la arena. Era necesario hablar con el banco y con el perro. Completamente necesario. 7 de marzo la cabra. Bueno, supuestamente está mejor que el protagonista. Supuestamente.
Wow, so this is what it's like from the spectator seats?
Look over there. That's the ring we'll be standing on.
Master Yunli, I'm getting nervous again. Can I really do this?
Well, it's too late for nerves now. It's almost time.
Perfecto.
Almost time for what? As soon as I think about the mission General Huayan gave me, my heart starts racing like crazy.
Qué adorable es Marzo.
What do I do, Master Yunli?
Te dan ganas de hacerle pat pat.
It's when it
Sí,
stops speaking
Marta
that
es
we need to worry.
súper mona.
Just take in the atmosphere and prepare yourself. I have to leave for a moment and do some inspections around the ship. This was also part of Grandpa's orders. I wonder how Master Yanqing is doing over there. Hey, focus.
Concéntrate en lo que tienes delante. Venga, volvemos a ser nosotros mismos.
General, report! The teams are in position, and the Skyfaring Commission has taken control of the Starskiff lanes.
Vale.
Activate all side cranes and have them scan everyone coming in and out of the port. Remain vigilant at all times. Any suspicious movements must be suppressed as quickly as possible before the situation gets out of hand.
Yes, General.
You two, follow me.
Vale. Nos vamos con Feixiao.
Moza's signal's nearby, but we lost contact just a moment ago.
Could that mean...
He will be fine. Cloud Knights, search for the target.
Moze.
All of you, get out of my way.
Espero que no lo haya mordido. Es Moze.
Wait. Don't go any closer.
La han mordido.
I failed you. That mad dog left me here as...
No. A declaration of war.
That's right. I've been holding back the urge to slit his throat all this time. Well, Lord Hule ordered us to remain here, just to see. If you, the great Merlin's Claw, mortal enemy of the Borison, are able to join him in a little hunting game.
Pues nada, a hostiarnos contra los robos otra vez.
Hunting is not a game. It is a battle of life and death. Are you ready for your death, abomination?
Bueno, en cuanto Acheron tenga la ulti ya está.
Save your breath.
Never falters.
I underestimated you.
Y si siguen atacando a Gepard, la va a conseguir dentro de nada.
Ill fate descends.
I weep for the departed.
Yo en mi caso es que es muy divertido, porque claro, atacan a Clara, ataca a Clara, atacan a Clara, ataca a Clara. Y es como, bueno, pues nada, pues no puedo ni jugar. Porque encima salen los ataques adicionales de Himeko y Aventura. Y yo siempre que, bueno, me voy a cruzar de brazos y por favor, luchad. Vosotros, adelante.
Hule was more cunning and powerful than I imagined.
Tell me, how is he planning to declare this war against me? With a one-on-one duel? Or with a hostage exchange, maybe?
Hule is planning on attacking the bustling streets of the Xianzhou Luofu.
What did you just say?
Impossible. Even if there are still undercover Borison that we haven't sniffed out, Hule can't have more than a few dozen people. How is he planning on simultaneously attacking the streets of the Xianzhou Luofu?
He has an ace up his sleeve. Hule's body holds a plague mark passed down through generations of Borison. I've seen him convert a Foxy into a Borison wolf trooper with my own eyes. This is Hule's declaration of war. His blood. It can cause Foxians to rapidly transform and lose their minds. He has passed his blood to his minions, and is planning to spread it across the Luofu and stir up panic.
Ay. ¿Estás diciendo que habrá ataques por todas partes?
He wants to encircle us in one fell swoop. This beast is truly unpredictable.
Contact the Skyfaring Commission and the Cloud Knights right away. Have them enforce a traffic ban and order all Foxians to remain indoors until further notice.
The moment you see your enemy's declaration of war, it means that they have already begun to take action.
But if Hule succeeds in getting this panic to spread...
Do you remember what I told you before? Hunting is about thinking the same way as your prey, not just mindlessly chasing after them. What Hule wants is to see everyone on the Luofu descend into panic. He wants to see us lose our minds and waste our limited manpower scouring every inch of the Luofu for signs of an attack until we exhaust ourselves. It's like that party game that the people of the Yaoqing love to play. They hide an object under one of several bowls, then move the bowls around and have you guess which one the object is underneath. The way I see it, this is all nothing more than misdirection.
No, van a ir al...
No matter what Hule
a la
does,
nave.
there is one truth that cannot be changed. He is trapped aboard the Xianzhou Luofu. The only way for him to escape is to find a ship.
Y la única nave que puede ver
Right now,
es...
the only ship he'd be able to see is the Sky Splitter.
In his eyes, that ship is full of countless hostages. That would be the best place for him to go. So, that will also be our final battlefield.
Tiene sentido.
But if we're wrong about this, if he goes somewhere else, or if he does as he said he would, and his minions infect the Foxians everywhere with wolf blood, what do we do then? Are we just supposed to abandon those less likely locations?
This is another lesson that you must learn outside of swordplay. Weighing your options and making a decision. There are always questions that we will ask ourselves, but never be able to answer. Before making a decision, we must destroy any hesitation that we are holding on to. Once we make a decision, we must fight off any regrets. There is a chance that we will make the wrong decision and allow our allies to be sacrificed in vain. There is a chance that we will predict our enemies' movements correctly, yet underestimate their strength and be overwhelmed in battle. But being lost in hesitation and failing to take any action will always be more harmful than taking the wrong path. We must make a decision, no matter what. Everyone, listen up. I will personally take charge of Starskiff Haven, evacuate the people, and prepare for any possible attacks. I will do my best to ensure that things are safe on the ground. Nameless, please lend us your strength as you did when the Ambrosial Arbor was reborn. I need you and Wildza to go in search of Jiaoqiu.
Yo me encargo. Vamos a buscar a Jiaoqiu.
General, please entrust me with the safety of the Sky Splitter. I was originally meant to participate in the tournament, so now it is only right that I return to the Sky Splitter.
If Hule does come to attack the Sky Splitter, Lieutenant Yanqing, I need you to hold him there until I am able to arrive.
Please rest assured, General. If he dares step foot on the Sky Splitter, I, Yanqing, swear on the blade in my hands that he shall not escape.
Vaya. Los locales se despliegan, acortan una zona y comienzan las infecciones. Caballeros, bla 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 bla. Es muy rápido, no se puede leer.
The Borsen have arrogantly decided to challenge us on Xianzhou territory. They vow that they will unleash a bloodbath along the streets of the Xianzhou. The unarmed civilians of the Xianzhou and countless visitors from afar are under our protection. Let me ask you, as Cloud Knights, will we allow the Borsen to succeed with their plan? Be on your guard.
Quiero a Monse, no me salen las tiradas.
On Starskiff Haven, have all Cloud Knights be on full alert for Borsen attacks.
Feixiao, the ports of Starskiff Haven are crawling with wolf-like creatures. They're moving fast.
Hold them back! I will be there immediately!
Bueno. Para allá va, de inmediato. Vamos a hacer Feixiao. Esta no me la esperaba. Perretes. La cara. Cuando Feixiao usa la técnica, se otorga a sí mismo un efecto de aceleración y atrae a los enemigos a su paso. Cuanto más enemigos atraiga, más daño inflige. Ah, vale, sí.
There you are, Feixiao.
Venga.
Madam Yukong, after 30 years, we find ourselves fighting side by side once more.
¿No podemos irnos por allá?
It's been a while since I've let loose. Let's get this started.
Remember, you are still on the Lawfu. Try not to go too wild.
Vale, por aquí no es. Por aquí no, nos seguimos por acá.
Let's say so.
Vale, pues por aquí no. Creo que ya he pillado a todos o cómo funciona esto. Habré ido por donde podía ir, técnicamente. Yo soy la tormenta.
Let's say sometime.
Ah, no, mira, puedo subir por aquí. Pero por aquí no hay nada. Pues espero que estén todos. Oh, por aquí viene uno.
Let's say sometime.
A ver, ¿quién os ha dicho que os podéis ir? Y ya está. Pues empecemos la pelea. Ya se ha muerto. Se ha muerto. Se ha muerto. Se ha vuelto a morir. Se ha vuelto a... Jolín, maravilloso esto, ¿eh?
Sí, sí, sí. O sea, usar a Feixiao es una locura. O sea,
Se mueren solo con
Ahora
mirarlos.
ahora quiero subirla. O sea, no fastidies.
Y yo la estoy subiendo. A ver.
We have
Maravilloso
cleared out the
servicio.
enemies in Starskiff Haven.
But it seems that there are fierce battles being waged at both the Exalting Sanctum and Arum Alley. I will prepare a star skiff.
We cannot allow the fighting to continue. This is now a race against time to stop this farce that Hule has created. I know Jiaoqiu always wants me to know my limits and not get carried away, but now is the time to bring this to a swift end. Contact the Exalting Sanctum. Tell them if they see a light in the sky, all units are to retreat immediately.
Pues qué bien, ¿no?
Madam Yukong, lend me your bow.
Pues nada, volar.
What's that? Everyone, out of the way!
Jolín, esto de poder atacar a 50.000 metros de distancia. Ay, pero se hace pupa a sí misma. Pobrecita. Ahora, volvemos a ser nosotros. Mientras tanto, en el callejón aún las flechas de viento disparó Xiao Dan. Muy bien. Moze.
Oh, what a mess. I just knew it would end up this way. Every time she hits the battlefield, she makes a mess like this. She didn't even leave a single survivor to get intel from. One of these men must have known about Hule and Jiaoqiu's whereabouts. That was one of Feixiao's arrows. Who knows what she used as an arrow to fire all the way over here?
Esa general perdió la cabeza.
She's just very passionate. She sees every place as a battlefield where she can unleash hell. Take a good look around. If you can find one or two Borisin that aren't dead yet, let me know. I don't care how tight their lips are sealed. I always have a way to crack them open and get the information we need.
Jolín. Pues nada. Todo bien, ¿no?
What a terrifying
Oh, mira,
attack.
Moktok.
Who could have imagined that such astonishing strength would lie in the hands of a Foxian war slave? So decisive. So brutal. She is more like a descendant of Duran than we who have fallen to our current state. No wonder the warhead has his eyes on her.
El hecho de que todavía respires después de un ataque como ese.
I remember you, Moktok. You are harder to kill than a cockroach. But the fact that you have willingly shown yourself saves us some time. It is not too late for you to surrender. Tell me, where are Hule and Jiaoqiu?
Save your energy, Yaoqing monkey. If there is one principle that we beasts know well, it is that we might have to break off an arm to break free from a cage. Today, I will be that arm. I lived as a hunter for many years, yet I have only followed the warhead for this recent, brief period. However, his existence has brought light back to our once blind eyes, like the moon of Verdantia. He has shown me the way. The descendants of Duran have abandoned the Wolf's Creed. In order to ensure our survival, we took solace in the shadows and fed on one another. We were no longer wolves. We were no more than rats, living a dirty and pathetic life. Thanks to the gift granted to us by Lord Hule, I have shared his vision and his blood. The descendants of Duran should live for the victory of the pack, and they should die for it as well. Come, Yaoqing man. Show me your fangs. We will fight to the death!
Puh. How honorable, you mangy dog. But you seem to have misunderstood. There will be no fair one-on-one duel. Let's see how tough you are once we've put you down.
Ah, bueno.
It boils in my veins. Long live Hule! The Borisin resurgence is at hand!
Borisin resurgence?
It's just a script. I weep
You
for the
think you
departed.
can still pillage and murder freely, as you did 1,000 years before?
Fight me! Think a strength like this will send me running!
Oh, va a durar más que un asalto.
Ill fate descends.
Interesante.
Receive divinity. Repay. Eternal sleep. The dead return!
Another
No creo que
still
dure
waters
mucho
of
más.
oblivion.
I must hold on!
Will forged in ice never falters!
What do you want to know?
Borisin resurgence.
Venga.
No matter how heroic your sacrifice, there is no honor in your battles or deaths, Borisin.
It seems that Moktok got what he wished for.
Oh, Hulei.
Hulei, your declaration of war is over. From now on, no matter where you run, General Feixiao will catch you and send you to the same fate as Moktok.
Your tongue is sharper than your claws. Don't stand in my way, child. Have your general speak with me. Our little hunting game is not over yet.
Stand down, Watsa. I am here, Hulei. What do you wish to say?
The Merlin's Claw. Though we have never met on the battlefield, I have heard many interesting things about you from both my men and your healer. The people of the Xianzhou must be quite brave to allow a Foxian war slave with Borisin blood to ascend to the position of general. Has no one ever questioned that lineage of yours? Or could it be that your grand achievements were enough to convince everyone to keep their lips sealed?
Claiming to have family ties with the enemy sounds to me like an attempt at asking for mercy. Hulei, are you begging me for mercy?
I see that it is not only the ruthless blood of a wolf that courses through your veins, but also the cunning blood of a fox. When you think about it, this was a gift from the Borisin. Anything that we gift, we are also free to reclaim. The Merlin's Claw. I shall extend a final invitation to you. I will be waiting for you on the Sky Splitter. Before you arrive, I will slaughter all in sight, allowing the crimson moon that has fallen dim for over 700 years to once more come to life. I will illuminate this ship with the sheen of blood and show everyone just how weak and powerless the Xianzhou is. Then, I will pilot this ship through every blockade and barrier you have prepared and begin my journey home. This ship shall be the flagship for the Borisin Resurgence! Before I finish these tasks of mine, you have a chance to stop me, or die at my hands. This is the path that I have prepared for you.
I accept your challenge, Hulei. Because the very moment you stepped aboard the Sky Splitter, you stepped onto your path to ruin.
Pues parece ser que no va a quedar mucho, ¿no?
No parece, ¿no?
Lo que tardemos en encargarnos de Hulei.
Del jefe lobo, sí.
I'm entrusting you not only with the honor of the
Adoro a
ring,
Feixiao, te lo juro, o
but
sea,
also
me encanta.
with the security
Menos mal que me la he
of
sacado
the
ya, por
Sky
fin.
Splitter.
Menos mal.
That's easy for my
Dios, lo
grandfather
que me
to
ha
say.
costado.
But
Tengo
this
ya al
mission
niño de las
doesn't
espadas,
seem
al
so
Yanqing
simple
este, creo que
anymore.
le tengo 3 veces ya.
The first round of the tournament is about to begin. I wonder how Yanqing and the
Que
others are
estoy formando
doing.
equipo con él y poniéndolo
According to the plan,
a
I
punto
should
para
seek out the
jugarlo, ya
Cloud
que me ha
Knight
tocado 3
soldiers
veces,
aboard
yo
the
qué sé.
Sky Splitter and see if they've discovered anything. Maybe I should take a moment to meet with March before the tournament starts.
A ver, hablemos.
Is that you, Miss Yunli? If there's anything that I can help you with, please let me know.
¿Cómo es el nuevo
The
caballero?
Cloud Knights are all in position, following General Hua Yan's orders.
Very good. Although, there is one thing I want to confirm with you.
Me gustaría confirmar si ha habido alguna irregularidad en
Your
el...
timing is perfect, Miss Yunli. We actually just received an emergency boarding request.
An emergency boarding request?
It wasn't on the Skysplitter Starskiff registry, but all the documentation checked out.
Who would be boarding the ship at this time? Where are they? I'll go check it out.
The Starskiff is using the contestant docking bay. Would you like me to lead the way?
Oh,
No need. You have your own duties to take care of. I will be fine by myself. I have to check on this immediately.
Hay algo más por aquí. Investigar.
Marge, it's me, Yunli. Are you okay?
¿Qué?
Just a moment. I'm coming.
¿Qué está haciendo?
She's still a nervous wreck. You still seem nervous.
I wasn't this nervous before. It's just being alone in this lounge, I can't stop thinking about everything. I mean, not only are we taking part in the war dance, but we have such an important mission to carry out as well.
Hace 2 minutos, Marzo. No estoy nerviosa.
Calm
Marzo.
down.
No puedo calmar.
Estoy temblando. Sí, o sea, es que me encanta.
No te preocupes por tu misión, estoy aquí para ayudarte.
Don't worry about your mission. You have me here too, right? I know my grandfather said that you must represent the Luofu as the ringmaster.
Me encanta cómo intenta imitar la voz del abuelo.
Ask yourself. You are a nameless of the Astral Express. You have always been free to come and go as you please. So, why did you board the Skysplitter with me when my grandfather gave us this mission?
Why? Because I also want the war dance to go smoothly. For us Nameless, even though we're just visitors at every stop, it was here that I met my 2 masters and made many new friends. I want the war dance to go ahead without any problems, for everyone's sake.
Good answer. The tournament is about to begin, so I must go carry out the mission that Grandpa gave me. March, may your blade be sharp and your victory glorious.
Thank you, Master Yunli.
Pues nada, ya hemos hablado con Marzo, así que podemos ir a inspeccionar el astroesquife.
Routine inspection! All passengers, please prepare for an inspection. So this is the suspicious Starskiff. Where did the passengers go? I'm going to count down from 10. If you do not come out, I will destroy the ship. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Time is running out. 3, 2, 1.
Wait a second.
Yankee.
It's me. It's just a routine inspection. You weren't actually going to blow up the ship, were you? Is that also some kind of Zhuming custom?
No seas un policía disfrazado, ¿verdad?
Me encanta.
Wait! Even though the Borisin can disguise themselves, they can't turn into someone as short
No
as me.
pueden convertirse en alguien tan
Put your
bajo como
sword
yo.
away.
Didn't little Yanqing claim he was going to give up being the ringmaster and go on the hunt instead? Help shoulder the general's burdens?
¿Y es lo que está haciendo?
The Borisin on the ground suddenly launched an attack. General Feixiao was concerned that this was all a diversion by Hule. So I requested to come to the Sky Splitter and provide support.
I can't believe you ended up back here on the Sky Splitter after running around all over the place. But you're too late to enter the tournament now. Following Grandpa's plan, our disciple March is taking your place as ringmaster. Aren't you proud of her?
When I first heard the news, I was definitely proud, but also a little concerned.
More manpower is always a good thing, since the Sky Splitter is so large. Oh, and by the way, you should know that.
Creo que eso es un problema. De repente terremoto. Irónico siendo una nave.
Does it feel like the Sky Splitter slowed down? Could it be? Come with me.
Ahí es cuando
We
te
need to check
preocupas,
the
en
engine
plan...
room. It's the heart of the ship, so we need to prioritize its safety.
A ver, vamos al corazón de la nave. ¡Uy! No debería estar haciendo esto, pero...
De buscar cofrecitos, sí, yo ya lo he hecho también, sí. He empezado a hacerlo. Sí. Es que los cofres y los puzzles... Ahora estoy intentando hacer un puzzle.
Yo también. No, pero no voy a conseguir hacerlo. Este lo vamos a cambiar. Este cambia solo el de fuera. No, cambian los dos. No era lo que quería hacer, pero bueno. Y volvemos al problema de antes. Ah, ahí, conseguido. Me estoy física lentamente en el muelle. Con un cofrecito para mí. ¿A que sí? Mi recompensa.
Guess I'm a bit rusty.
Te era prometida cuando éramos jóvenes. Bueno, venga, vamos.
The war dance is about to begin. Contestants, please make your way to the arena.
The engine room is just up ahead. Let's go.
Venga, está justo delante. Ahí está. Damos la primera a romper esto, y seguimos para adelante. Porque hay que romper todo por el camino. Uy, un cofre. A ver.
Strange. Why is there no one here?
Que hace una caja de esas ahí, aquí.
Bueno,
hola, cuervo silencioso. ¿Qué tal? Esta caja que es la que tiene a los Borisin estos metálicos. ¿Qué pinta aquí?
Miedo da que esté ahí.
Sí.
Cloud Knights. They're over here.
Vaya.
And you should be lying alongside them.
Oh no, emboscada.
Don't worry, children. There's plenty of space to hide your bodies over here.
Lo de Don't worry, children me preocupa más.
Even though I truly hoped that the war dance would go ahead uninterrupted.
Ah,
and
pues
that I was
mira.
worrying for no reason.
Cuervo silencioso dice que está de suerte, que ha sacado a Feixiao y su cono con 130 tiradas.
It's a huge weight off my mind. Bring it on, you abominations!
Yo no he tirado al cono. Debería tirar al cono. Nunca tiro a los conos de los personajes.
Yo no he tirado, la verdad.
Coleccionismo. Van a matar al final a...
I weep for the departed.
a Julie. A este paso.
It too shall fall.
Es que son muy rápidos los Boris, entonces atacan 5 veces y me revientan los personajes.
Sí, y encima luego cuando es lo de la etapa esta lunar, maldita sea.
Luego les mato yo, pero... Ya me han tocado los
There's no time
personajes.
to talk about this. The war dance has already started. If my guess is correct, the Borison will most likely use the ceremony to begin their slaughter. Let's go. We need to get to the war dance ring.
Nosotros estamos aquí intentando detener a Hulai.
Come with me to the ring.
Enemigo.
A los hombres lobo, estos.
Como le den un golpe más a Julie, está muerta.
Right on time.
What do you want to
Bestia
know?
está muerta.
I weep for the departed.
Ah, mira, es un buen cono. A ver, los conos suelen ser buenos para el personaje y tal. Pero no sé, nunca los pillo. Es que no me puedo quitar a Julie del equipo. Y es más débil que no sé.
¿Quién es débil?
Julie.
A mí no me lo parece.
Ya, le han dado 4 zarpazos y la han matado.
Ah, vaya.
Y atacan antes.
A mí me ha hecho mucho más daño al equipo.
Destiny isn't chosen.
En plan, ha hecho daño al equipo. En mi caso.
Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
That's half the work. I weep for the departed.
Así que nada, tendré que gastar objetos para curarme. O cambiar a Gepard por... Porque claro, no puedes cambiar el personaje que tienes en la historia, porque no sé por qué no puedes. ¿O sí? Ah, miras. No puedes cambiarlo. Qué feo me parece por su parte. Pues nada, Gepard, voy a cambiarte. Por Luocha, por ahora. Vamos a revivir a esta señora. Ahora ya está.
This way. We're not too late.
Joder. Quiero curarme antes, gracias. Y pues nada, sacarme a ellos otra vez.
Right on time.
What do you want to know?
Ill fate descends.
I'll see you off.
Yes, you. Again.
Bloom.
Thank you.
Si al menos no se mueve, tiene más aguante.
Another journey begins.
Melt.
On the still waters of oblivion.
Voy a guardarme la ulti para la siguiente oleada.
Descend to earth.
Ah, no había más oleada, bueno. Deberían ser 2.
A moment's excitement, nothing more.
Ah, bueno, el otro ha decidido que no es buena opción pelear. Pues vale.
like to welcome all of our honored guests and contestants to the Xianzhou Lawfu's
Qué pocas personas hay para hacer el festival de todo eso, ¿no? En los asientos.
Before we get the first round underway, our organizing committee would like to introduce you all to a host known throughout the cosmos, Mr. Albert. He is here today as our special guest host.
El señor Buoberto.
Let us invite our special guest host, Mr. Albert, to the stage to formally open the war dance.
Mis aplausitos.
Your war dance ends here.
Vaya.
From this moment on, the Sky Splitter
Qué inesperado.
belongs to me. And for you, dear spectators, I have prepared a true fight to the death. Now, run for your lives.
Están todos enfurruñados.
My apologies. The spectators that you were expecting aren't here. Everyone here actually came to see you.
Vaya.
Cloud Knights, prepare for battle.
Todo estaba preparado. Maravilloso, la verdad.
I see you ready for me.
Y escuchas los aullidos por ahí.
That's fine too. Since you have all prepared for your deaths, come, give me all you've got. Entertain me.
No, pues no nos vamos a hastiar contra él. ¿Con quién volvemos ahora? 2 horas antes de que se celebre la ceremonia de habilidades estelares de combate. La premonición divina. A ver, volvemos al pasado.
Surround your enemy, but leave one side open. This is your strategy for ensuring that the war dance will be able to be held as usual?
Precisely. When Hule escaped, we should have cancelled the war dance immediately. No one can predict where a wild beast like him will attack. Yet festivals and celebrations like this are likely
¿Qué tal vas?
Oli.
However, preparations for the war dance were in the works for so long, I couldn't bear to announce its cancellation. So I thought, if the show must go on, then let it go on. But that doesn't mean that the war dance we hold today has to be the real event. All we need to do is swap all the spectators and contestants aboard the ship with Cloud Knight soldiers, and the Sky Splitter, soaring high above, will become the ultimate battleground.
Me encanta el hecho de que todo lo que ha sucedido estaba planeado por este señor.
But what do we do if Hule is not planning to attack the war dance?
Then we just need to draw his attention to the Sky Splitter. We'll have the Skyfaring Commission clear all transport lanes and cut down Starskiff traffic. Then, when the time comes, there will be only one ship in the sky, and he will have no reason not to attack. General Feixiao will be in charge of scaring the wolves and cutting off their other means of escape, making him think that this will be his best way out. Given that the Borisin already have insiders on the Law Fu, I will be in charge of putting pressure on them, making them focus solely on keeping themselves safe.
Me encanta.
Very good. Then I'd better dust off my weary bones too. I will go with the Skyfaring Commission to guard the Jade Gate and ensure that things do not spiral out of control.
Knowing that Elder Huayan is part of our last line of defense is a great comfort. This hunt will make Hule understand that the arrows of the hunt will always be one step ahead of the abominations.
Bueno, Norza, me alegro verte por aquí, la verdad. Volvemos a ser 7 de marzo.
Oh, that jolt just now. What's going on? It feels like the entire ship has started to slow down.
No, muy mal, Cora.
Borison must have actually infiltrated the Sky Splitter.
Pues hasta el miércoles que viene
General
nada.
Huayan's orders.
No,
It's time
con
for me to
calma, o
take
sea,
action.
con calma. Yo lo he canjeado. Ahora con calma, no te preocupes. Además, este fin de no estoy, o sea, que no te preocupes.
Ah, bueno. Esta semana se celebran las fiestas patrias en Chile. Así que tienes
Qué
libre.
guay.
Bien, ¿no? Un descansito.
Qué guay.
No hay ningún cofre por aquí. Pues eso está bien, un descansito. Yo estoy bien. La verdad es que no tengo mucho que decir, porque mis días son todos iguales. Aburridos.
Yo creo que lo podemos dejar por aquí, ¿no? Si no.
Vale, si quieres lo podemos dejar por aquí.
Acting as Borison, are you?
Ahora, cuando me pegue contra estos.
Sí, porque he visto que te movías y yo en plan de... No. Pues sí, ¿sabes?
Pues sí, me he movido. Me lo has dicho tarde.
No, y con eso me he movido yo también. ¿De qué estabas hablando? No te quería interrumpir.
Bueno, pero bueno, llevar porque esta de vida.
I need to find Yunli and the others as soon as possible.
A ver.
Nice job.
It'll heal. In the name of let
Vamos a protegernos con el escudito de Yepard.
Que además
Para que
juegas
no-
con las novias juntas.
¿Qué de las novias?
Que las juegas, en plan, que juegas juntas, con ellas dos juntas.
Ah, con Acheron y con Cisne Negro.
Sí.
Vale, no sabía a qué novias te referías.
Jolín.
Se me vino a la cabeza Bronia y la otra, ¿cómo se llamaba?
Anda, que no tiene... Bueno... No dice nada.
Plan said that if Hule appears,
Bueno,
the
pues
Cloud
nada.
Knights will assemble and do everything they can to suppress him.
Pues me da que nos quedamos aquí. Uy, no.
Master Yunli, where are you?
March, I'm below the ring.
Pues nada, Julie está en la arena, probablemente vayamos a la arena. Pero hoy lo vamos a
Yo
dejar
no
por
tengo
aquí.
ni idea de nadie que quiera una cuenta de Honkai.
Yo tampoco sé a nadie le gustaría una cuenta de Honkai.
No tengo ni idea, pero nada de nada, la verdad. Ni idea. Pero bueno, lo dejamos hasta aquí. Que ya seguiremos porque tiene pinta de que esto va para largo, la verdad. Y ya
Sí.
el lunes, creo.
¿El
Pues
lunes?
ya el lunes seguimos. El lunes seguimos. Pues nada. Gracias por acompañarnos un día más con Honkai. Y nada, mañana que tienes, Ciro.
Mañana es viernes, ¿no?
We did it.
Pues no tengo ni idea.
Mean by no pain, no gain.
Vale, pues
Porque
mañana tendréis algo.
con Coffee,
Sí,
algo
es
con
que
Coffee. No sabemos qué juego
habrá
es. Yo
algo.
no lo sé, ella no lo sabe. Ninguno lo sabemos. Tenemos una lista larga. Pero a ver cuál escogemos de ellos.
Nada, está bien. Pues nada, pues ya mañana jugáis. Así que nada, y nosotros nos vemos el lunes. Chao, chao, chicos.
Adiós.
Chao.